Hello guys, who doesn't like to read amazing manhwa, but finding good manhwa is not easy. I'm here to recommend some top 5 manhwa. First, manhwa BJ Archmage/Archmage streamer. In this manhwa is action, adventure, fantasy. 3 things are needed to survive in this world. First, talent, second, money, and last, luck. If it is all 3 things you have, you can live a wonderful life if you have it, but our protagonist doesn't have it all. Our protagonist is poor. Ever since the virtual reality game came along, people are earning money by streaming or by sponsor. Our main character also plays that game. But nothing happened since 5 years. One time the main character got electrocuted, and since then he can see games, hidden information, and quest. So far 45 chapters of this manhwa have come. Its art is very good and its story is also decent. Our second manhwa, player who returned 10,000 years later. One day out of the blue our main protagonist falls into hell. All he has with him desire to live and predatory powers. From the 1000th hell to the 9000th, the protagonist has to fight to the monster. There is nothing to eat, he's devoured tens and hundreds of thousands of demon to stay alive. He become very strong while fighting the dozens of monster and become the king. And even the 7 archdukes bowed down to him. But our protagonist want to come back to earth and eat good food. After 10,000 years later, he gets this chance. He returned to the earth in past where he missing for only 5 years. After the returning to the earth he noticed everything has changed. There are monsters and people who fight those monsters called hunter. He became hunter too to make living. The story of the manhwa average, the art is good. The total chapter of this manhwa 18 so far. Let's talk about our third manhwa, the ancient sovereign of eternity. In the past, one of the 10 great martial sovereigns, Gu Feiyang, tragically met his end in the Tiandong mountain range. 15 years later, Gu Feiyang crosses through the cycle of rebirth, into the body of a Tianshui prince, Li Yongxiao. Embarking on a heaven-defying journey against the innumerable geniuses of the current generation. The 9 ranks of martial arts, the 10 realms of the gods. The world has been plunged into turmoil once more. So far total chapter of this manhwa 115. Art is good. Story of this manhwa is decent. Our next manhwa is Heavenly Demon Cultivation Simulation. Our main protagonist on a routine patrol with his squad but encounter enemy of demon cult sect, Manhwa sect master. Manhwa sect master, without warning he ruthlessly slaughter protagonist squad member, and our protagonist is about to die. His life flash before his eye. He remembers why he joined demon cult sect to become strong, but he never get chance to learning any proper martial arts technique. Our protagonist is wanted. If only I get one more chance I can become stronger. Our protagonist is about to die, but suddenly window pop up, given the opportunity to start over and make different choice and survive and become stronger so he can rise to the top of the demon cult. This manhwa story is good. The system is different from other manhwa. The system gave him only 3 options. It's quite fun to read this manhwa, and protagonist getting in trouble so many times because of the system choices. Art of this manhwa is good. So far total chapter of this manhwa 49. Our fifth and last manhwa name is Ranker Return Remake. The greatest virtual reality MMORPG in the world arena. First on the worldwide ranking, the greatest player to live unprecedented records, Melee God. Our main protagonist. He decided to permanently resign from the game. For him game are supposed to be fun. Not a way of earning money. His wish is to serve in military and inherited his father's business. 2 years later he worked for grocery store. His company goes to bankruptcy and his father bed with illness. His family's smithereens from immense debt. His friends suggested him go back into arena. He decided to play game for earnings money to pay his debt. Since he deleted his old account Melee God, he decided to create new account. Since he has no money he getting help from friend. And at the same time he found out his family business fall because his father betrayed by his father's partner. He decided to get revenge. The story of this manhwa is good. So far total chapter of this manhwa 6.